Good day and welcome back to another DBZ Legends video. Almost said Dokkan there, but don't worry. Welcome back to another DB Legends video. In this video we are going to take a look at the purple Gohan, or the purple Great Saiyaman. We're going to see how good he is. Obviously this is a Legends Road character, so we're just going to take a look at him. The event is up timelessly, so it's time based. Basically it'll be up when it's up, and if it's not up you can't access it. There is an increased drop rate. It's not tremendously terrible like some of the drop rates we've seen from newer events, but it does increase based on however many characters you have. It only affects the daily bonus stage and the first stage. Obviously to get the character you do need to complete the first stage. Personally speaking, you can use an event exclusive team for this. It's not really like a huge issue, but you should realistically have a pretty decent time in terms of making a team for this event. Nowadays event exclusive characters have gotten a lot better, and there's a wider range of characters to choose from. You can use units like the Goku event units, etc. It is important to point out that the blue Super Saiyan 2 Goku does count as one of the event bonus characters, and as soon as you do get Gohan, it is important that you put him in the team, because that also does help out quite a bit. There is no way to auto select the team that includes bonus characters. I think they need to add that in, or I just don't know how to do that basically. So yeah, but essentially, yeah, you should be able to have a pretty decent, kind of like team build for this. That being said, just kind of use whatever you want. It doesn't really matter too much. Like I said, you're just going to essentially choose the units that increase the bonus. Now the bonus only applies to the daily stage and to the Z power stage. It doesn't apply to the medal stage, nor does it apply to the Rising Soul stage. Personally speaking, I don't think you should farm the Rising Souls. I don't think it's needed. Between the daily stage and the coins, you should be able to get enough Rising Souls quite easily. I only did the daily stage, and I used that to get the Rising Souls. The daily stage will itself obviously be opened up once you complete a couple of the stages. So very, very good stuff in terms of that. Otherwise, it's pretty straightforward. Once you've completed all of these stages, the medal stage, the Z power stage, and the Rising Soul stage, the daily stage, and the challenge stage will open up. The challenge stage is relatively straightforward. It's pretty easy, and you can obviously take it on, and we'll take it on in this video. I just want to show you guys, obviously the increase. You can see there that little plus symbol. That obviously shows the increase that we get from bonus characters. Now that does tend to ramp up while you are doing the Z power stage, and I'll show you that just now. But the challenge stage is pretty straightforward. You get 100 chrono crystals for finishing it, and you also get a bunch of chrono crystals for completing the challenges. There's like 118 in total, so it's pretty cool. It's a nice little chunk of stones. There's also some prizes you can get with exchanging the medals, the most poignant being the Rising Souls that you need to fully soul boost Great Saiyaman, but also there's some decent equipment for him, and some energy tanks and skip tickets as well. So feel free to go crazy and do whatever you want, but yeah, basically there is a nice bit of kind of value in doing this event. So yeah, beyond getting the Great Saiyaman, the Legends Road Great Saiyaman, there are some missions, and those missions will also drop chrono crystals, and there's a decent chunk here. There's 250 chrono crystals as well. So if you're looking for a way to grab some chrono crystals, if you're a new player, this is a pretty good way to get it. Now it is going to cost you a lot of stamina to get those chrono crystals. Even if you're using fully boost teams, it's going to cost you like 2,000 stamina or something to get all of those chrono crystals. But hey, like what can you do, I guess. Just to show you guys the effect the boost has, you can see here that we're going to run the stage 10 times. You can see how many are because of the boost and how many are from running the stage, and we're getting like 2/3 of our souls from the boost. So we're not even getting that many from the actual stage attempts. We're getting it mainly from having the boost characters. And the more boost characters you have, the more this will go up. So having boost characters does really help you out and will increase your time taken to farm quite substantially. I do suggest only skipping these. I don't suggest that you actually run the event itself. And obviously, if you are going to soul boost him, then you're going to need to get his rising souls, as you basically need those to finish off the Gohan. You'll see I've got the majority of mine through the daily event. Honestly, didn't really farm the souls at all. It wasn't too bad. Just make sure that you obviously do the daily event once you unlock it. Once you've done all of that, once you've raised Gohan to a sufficient level, then you should be able to take on the challenge stage and fulfill all the requirements. Now, you can do the requirements separately. You can even just beat the stage with whatever team you want to get the 100 chrono crystals. There is no like necessary requirement essentially to do the stage a certain way, but obviously if you can complete all of the challenges in one go, then obviously that is going to be something that does help you out overall. So it's entirely up to you. Obviously, to get all the chrono crystals from the missions, you're going to need to raise Gohan to not only star +1, you're going to need to 9-star Gohan. So yeah, definitely is something that you really realistically need to quite urgently get on. Because if you don't have a lot of stamina or skip tickets saved up, like myself, then you're going to have to obviously take on the stage using whatever resources you can get and just focus on it. If you focus on it, eventually you'll get everything done pretty easily. But yeah, so what we're going to do is we're just going to skip ahead. I'm going to have Gohan at just 2+, so just 9-star, and basically we're going to take on the stage. So essentially, the challenge stage isn't anything too hectic. I don't think the Legends Road challenge stages are anything that's ridiculous or super difficult for players. You can see we've used an event exclusive only team to boost them. So we haven't used a whole bunch of free-to-play we haven't used a whole bunch of summonable units. We're just using what units are currently available from event exclusive missions. And yeah, we're just basically getting a pretty good boost on for Gohan. So really solid just in general. His damage does take a while to get going. So you might find that he starts out a little bit slow. But yeah, that's okay. It's a free-to-play unit. Honestly, he's not like particularly impressive for anything too much. But I mean, grabbing him now is pretty cool. And there's always a chance he will get a Zenkai in future. And I think, basically for me, I just think that he's a really solid unit. And I think overall, you'll find a pretty, decent usability for him. He's not going to be able to rock your world or anything, but I think, picking him up is always good, especially for stuff like, Zenkai, Ultra Space Time Rush, and stuff like that. I think he's really solid, and I think for me, I don't know, I like to collect these units, I like to use them, and yeah, I just find them to be very useful, very helpful. I think he's really solid, and I think he does a decent kind of amount of damage, and he can be helpful. Using your Rising Rush is going to forfeit one of the challenges, so try not to use it if possible. I myself obviously am just using him, but it's really nothing too crazy. You'll also find a whole bunch of other missions as well for awakening his class and everything, and that's a whole bunch of really good chrono crystals as well if you are challenging this for the first time. So yeah, really just try and do your best, and you should be more than fine. He is a purple element booster, which is obviously cool, but he only boosts blast attack. When he gets his Zenkai, he'll be somewhat much more interesting, but you want to be prepared for when that happens. And with this event being up and content being a little bit weak at the moment on the Legends side, I think it's more than acceptable to kind of use him at this point. And yeah, just work on him while you can. But yeah, that's pretty much it when it comes to everything you need to know about the Great Saiyaman Legends Road event. I wish you guys good luck. I hope that you enjoy taking on the event. Remember, if it's not up, that it will be up again in future, so no need to panic. When it is up in future, if there's an update, I will obviously do that as well. But thanks guys for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.